Good morning, everybody. Praise the Lord. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. We are here, grateful and thankful and excited to have this wonderful opportunity to come to you today to lead you in a very special way in another Good Morning Grief Devotion. This is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural and normal response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. Grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is what you reveal on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. And that's why we shout good morning, because morning is a good thing. I'm grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. Thank you for joining us on today. Make sure you like, share, tag somebody in this post. And just excited to have the blessing to lead you as you navigate through your grief journey. Without further ado, let's get to it. Today is day 81. We're going to talk about my loved one left behind a legacy. My loved one left behind a legacy. Let's talk about it. The person who's died is no longer here with me, but their legacy is. Their ordinary life touched people and had an impact. I love to say legacy is what you, not just what you leave to someone, but is what you leave in someone. And when you consider your loved one has died and they've gone, they transitioned, they're no longer here. Um, they're no longer here, but they left their legacy. They left their legacy. What did they leave? Not just to you, what did they leave in you, right? What did they leave in you? What impact? What was their thumbprint on your life? What was their impact? What were I don't want to say just the lessons you learned, but the lessons you learned, right? What did they teach you about life? What was the deposit that they made on the inside of you that's still growing in you and helping you to grow and go and be the best version of yourself? What aspect of their life do you keep and carry with you, right? What about them was deposited in you that still lives in you? That's legacy. That's legacy. What they left on the inside of you, right? The impact they had, the deposit that they made, the impression that they had on your life. That, my brothers and sisters, is legacy. Their ordinary life touched people and had an impact. And this is everybody. Everybody's life impacts you in some type of way. The question becomes, what's your takeaway, right? What's your takeaway? Your connection with them, was it profitable? Profit is what you have when a transaction is left over. Somebody goes out and they open up a business, or you want to sell something, you want to open up a lemonade stand and you want to sell lemonade. So you go, you buy some sugar, you buy some cups, you buy some water, you buy some lemonade, you buy some lemons, and you spend $20 on all of that stuff, and you make a lemonade stand and you sell the cups of lemonade for 50 cents or $1 a piece, right? Profit is what you have when the transaction is over, when the day closes and all your customers have gone away, and you start to add up how much money you made versus how much money you spent. If you have more money made than more money spent, guess what? That is your profit. Profit is what you have when the transaction is over, right? When you start looking at your loved one's life, you ask the question, was their life profitable, right? When the transaction is over, when the transition has taken place, when they've gone on the glory, right? What profit, what impact, what deposit, what impression do you have when it's over, right? What lessons, what do you have when it's over? What did you gain from this, right? These are the questions we ask, because that, my brothers and sisters, is what legacy is all about. People who live seemingly unremarkable lives still leave behind a legacy after they die. I have the opportunity to recognize my loved one's legacy and help carry it forward on their behalf. For example, I can support a cause my loved one was passionate about, or I can carry on a family ritual that they were a part of. I can give gifts that they would have given, tend gardens that they would have tended, real gardens and metaphorical ones, and nurture relationships that were important to them. This is so very important because there were some other things that your loved one perhaps did, right? And the question becomes, how do you continue in that same spirit? I love it. It says, I'm gonna read it again. Still live behind a legacy after they die. I have the opportunity to recognize my loved one's legacy and help carry it forward on their behalf. Recognize their legacy and help carry it forward on their behalf, right? Something that they love to do, something that they were involved in, something that they participated in, something that was near dear to their heart. You can pick up that baton and run with it to carry on their legacy. For example, I can support a cause my loved one was passionate about. What were they passionate about? Sometimes I know when my sister died, she was passionate about education. So we started a scholarship fund in her name and gave away thousands of dollars to individuals going to school who were trying to get through school. Why? Because she was passionate about education. Um, um, my father, just the things he instilled within me when he died, I threw a conference for young men and poured into them the lessons that he taught me, because he fatherhood and nurturing and developing me, helping me to be a man. I wanted to help other people, other young men become men, right? What is something that they were passionate about? Passionate, what I can support a cause my loved one was passionate about, or I can carry on a family ritual that they were a part of. Is there a family ritual that you all were a part of? There's something that you do, yearly? Is there something that you do seasonally, right? What is the family ritual? Is it going to the beach? Is it having a bonfire? Is it doing something special on Thanksgiving or Christmas? Is it something on Mother's Day or Father's Day? Family have their own rituals, their own little things that they do, right? And it's like, I'm gonna carry this on. Y'all remember the movie Soul Food? It was Soul Food. They would get together for Sunday dinners, right? And then Big Mama passed, and they got together for Sunday dinner. They were attempting to carry on this ritual, right? What are the rituals that you can carry on after that loved one goes? They were a part of, or I can give gifts that they would have given, right? What gifts would they have given? 10 gardens that they would have tended, real gardens or metaphorical ones, and nurture relationships that were important to them. What relationships were important to them that you can continue to nurture? Was it with a person? Was it with some people? Was it with a family? Was it with an individual? Was it with a church? Was it with a company? What relationships did they nurture that you can continue to nurture even though they are now gone? I'm finding meaning and carrying on their legacy. This is part of the grieving healing process. This is how you navigate through the process. You can find meaning by carrying on that legacy, right? That's a part of the process. Here's the final thought: carrying on my loved one's legacy is part of my legacy. Carrying on my loved one's legacy is part of my legacy. Today is day 81. My loved one left behind a legacy. Come on, I hope this was a blessing to you. Y'all got any questions? Any questions? Comments? Anything? Any legacy that you guys are carrying on? Anything that you are continuing to do in the absence of the loved one that has transitioned? Anything that you have done in the past? Anything that you are doing currently or plan to do in the future as it relates to carrying on that legacy? So many different things. And this, again, this is all part of the grieving process. This is part of the mourning process. This is what helps you to navigate through. It ain't got to be nothing big. It could be something, something small, little rituals, right? My father loved fish. On Fridays, he would fish and an orange soda. And so his birthday's February 8th. He died December 3rd. And so those 2 days are fish and orange soda days for me, right? So I already know it's gonna be some fried fish and it's gonna be an orange soda, right? Rituals, things that I do that makes me feel close and connected. Father was a coffee drinker. I didn't start drinking coffee until he died. So before 2011, I wasn't here and there, but nothing ongoing. But it wasn't until he died in 2011 that I started drinking coffee, right? Why? Because he did. And initially it was just, yeah, this bond, this closeness. I felt close to him. Rituals, things that they do that you do that now become a part of you, right? Rituals. Hey, Nikisha, she says, serving. I get it from my mama. I know that's right. She get it from her mama. I'm trying to learn how to live and not just exist. Yeah, you got to. I've lost sight of who I am. Not sure I ever knew. Yeah, that's the one thing about mourning. It makes you reevaluate. You definitely want to live and not just exist. This is the dual process model. When you navigate through grief, you go back and forth between dealing with your mourning and grieving and creating a new existence, for yourself, learning who you are, identity, and all of those wonderful things. I have been mom, wife, and nurse for 33 years. Yeah, you got to get to know, like, so who are you outside of those things, right? Who are you? Because mom, wife, and nurse is what you do, right? But who are you outside of those things? And it's important for you to get to know who you are outside of those things. So many times we get our identity from titles. We get our identity from what we do. Oh, I'm a mom, right? Or I am a wife, or um, I'm a nurse, right? And those are things that you do. Those are aspects of your life. But if you remove those things, who are you, right? So who are you outside of those things? That's where identity comes into place, right? That's where you gotta, and I deal with this. I've been a chaplain for 15 years at a high school. There's some MBA work as well, working with professional athletes. And I always tell my high school kids, get ready for the fifth quarter. Football has four quarters. The fifth quarter is when football is over with, right? Whether that's high school, whether it's college, whether you go to the pros and play for a number of years. But when you finally hang up the cleats, you are now entering into the fifth quarter. And if football has become your identity, then you'll struggle. You'll struggle trying to um, figure out, well, who am I? Because for so long, football has been my identity, right? Who am I outside of football? So that's why you can't allow things that you do to consume you and to become your identity, because it's what you do, is not who you are. And so it's learning along the way, who am I, right? Who am I? What do I like? What's my identity, right? Yeah, we got to work on that. We got to work on that and find that out. We got to work on that and find that out. We got to work on that. My mother's legacy skipped a generation, and my daughter was born 3 years after she died. My daughter is the grief comforter. I saw her in action the last three funerals, exactly like my mom did while I watched as a child. Wow. Come on, grief comforter. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you get to see that stuff and see those things, and you ponder them in your heart. And sometimes you stand back in awe, like, wow, look at this, right? That's amazing. And nurture that. You see that, and it's like, nurture that, right? Nurture that. All right. I appreciate y'all. Look, I hope y'all have a thriving Thursday. Y'all continue to hang in there. I told y'all yesterday, it's about to get real good. The deeper I get into my doctoral program and explore these different concepts and things of grief, I'm learning so much more. And I'm looking forward to bringing all of that here to this platform to help you all navigate through. It's gonna be amazing, and I can't wait. And so it's gonna be good. Rhonda says, I release 19 balloons every year for my son's birthday and say a scripture on a speaker for everyone to hear there. To hear there. Yeah, that is beautiful, Rhonda. 19 balloons every year. 19 balloons. Those are the things that you do that just they kind of help you to navigate through the process. Rituals, memories. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all hang in there. We gonna navigate through this thing together. Y'all be encouraged. I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. Let's go.